Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the news. This week we have some games coming out like we do every week, and this time they're not all so great like always usually lately. The Last Tinker, City of Colors, you play as a kid who wants to stop racism. I don't know how to put it. There's colors, and they were all intermingled with each other initially, but then the colors got angry, and then they separated, and they hated other colors. So it was like everyone became really racist. And then there's a kid who's trying to break the race mold and bring color back to the world. Also, it's coming out on the Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Linux. Next up, we have Chronology coming up for PC, Mac, and Linux. It's a game about a little dwarf that picks up a clock that can apparently go back in time and also go forward in time, and you switch the time zones and then different things change in the background, like a platform will be there that wasn't there and stuff. It's a game that hasn't been done before ever, right? So that's coming out this week. Orc Attack is also coming out for the PC this week. It's already out on the 360, the PS3, and I believe, yes, the Vita Vita. It's a game about orcs that attack things with bestiality. You fight things and you get hammers, and it's 4-player co-op, and you kill things, and then maybe we don't talk about anything else that happens with it. Soul Sacrifice Delta is also coming out for the PS Vita Vita. You are a guy who, as we have descripted it, has a gigantic fist. He punches things with his gigantic fist and causes things to go ow. I think it's supposed to be a game that's fun, but I don't know. I think they were supposed to be going after the Dark Souls crowd with this one. I don't remember. I think this is the sequel to the original one. I think there was a Soul Sacrifice initially, and now we get Delta. I think it's just like a Dark Souls thing. I don't know, they're trying to hit that crowd. But it's a Sony-made game, and you punch things with your giant tree fist. Moon Chronicles is coming out for the 3DS. It's a game about a guy with a gun. I don't know. You go to the moon, and there's a hatch on the moon, and apparently Area 51, and you're searching through the moon for something. It looks pretty terrible. Watch the trailer though, because the music's pretty awesome. It's like a rapper on the moon. Godzilla Smash 3 is coming out for your iPhone and Android. You play as Godzilla as he runs around the town and smashes things after you complete puzzles, because it's a puzzle game. It's just happening in the background. You don't actually do that. But it says you play as Godzilla in the trailer. Really, that's bullshit. What it is that it's a puzzle game, and you just match things together, and then he punches buildings and breaks them. So, while you're at it, check out what system was it on? Check out Super Godzilla for Super Nintendo if you want to have a really good time. That's how you make games. Also, Hell Raid: The Escape is coming out for the iPhone. You're Dead. Escape. Puzzle game, I think. Looks like one of those first-person type puzzle game things where you touch things, and it looks like you throw your eyeball, and then sometimes your eyeball gets stepped on and crushed, and blood comes out. Next up, we have Super Time Forces coming out for the Xbox One and Xbox 360. It's a game where you play as a bunch of different characters who come from one side of the screen, usually probably the left, and then go to the other side of the screen, usually probably the right, and you shoot the shit out of stuff with your guns, and there's upgrades, and it looks a lot like Contra, but then if you die, you can rewind yourself, and then you can summon other dudes to go through it. And I think it's supposed to be when you rewind it and then you choose a new person, the one that was playing before that does the exact same stuff they did before, and then you can add on to it with what you're doing based on what I read. I don't know. That's what it looks like though. So it probably gets pretty hectic. It looks pretty cool, looks pretty fun. but it's coming off the Xbox One and Xbox 360 this week, and I think it looks pretty good. So shoot shit and die and rewind. Now we're on to the news. So to start out the news this week, the Nintendo game Tomodachi Life does not have same-sex marriages, and this has a lot of people in a tizzy. People like their same-sex marriages in games nowadays, and while that is entirely understandable, we just ask that you please refrain from attacking a game, because it may be good just because they don't include something like that. Not every developer thinks about that initially, not to mention they're Japanese and that's not in their culture. But anyways, regardless of that, if a game leaves out same-sex marriages, just try to leave it alone. Just, as long as they're not making fun of it, it's okay. I think that's the rule that we can take from this. Just leave it alone for now, and in the next game I'm sure they're going to add it in because of fans that want it. So just wait for it. It'll be there. It's coming. Just wait for the second one. Sunset Overdrive has finally gotten a release date. We have fall 2014. This Xbox One exclusive, I do believe, game is made by Insomniac, and you basically swing around on stuff, and it's crazy parkour, and it's crazy shit. It looks crazy. You fight people that are turned into monsters from an energy drink, and I don't know, a lot of crazy weapons, a lot of madness. Check out the trailer though, they just released a trailer, it looks pretty damn fun. For those of you who like Adventure Time and The Secret of the Nameless Kingdom will release on the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC towards the end of this year in November. Nothing else is known about it. It's made by WayForward, the people that made the other two games. So, the 3DS game was great, the Xbox 360 game was mediocre, but you have fun with it if you play with people, I guess. But hopefully they do better this time, and if you like Adventure Time, you'll probably want to check it out. Elder Scrolls Online has been delayed for consoles. Oh well. Nintendo will be starting its own Skylanders game. You get figures, and you buy Nintendo figures, and you put them on an IFC reader, and you attach it to your DS or Wii U probably, and it puts the character into the game. Everyone is doing this because money is to be made there. Everyone is doing this. Nintendo knows they fucked up by not taking Skylanders and making it exclusive, so now they're doing this. They probably would have done it anyways. That's going to be coming out eventually. I don't know when. I just know that it's happening. So prepare your wallets. And finally, for all of you Pokemon fans out there, Seth, and Nick, and other people that like Pokemon because it always sells a lot, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby are coming out this fall. They are, I guess, full remakes, as they call it. I don't know what the hell that means because they didn't really explain, of Sapphire and Ruby. I don't know much about them really other than that. They're full remakes. They're coming out in, I believe, November for a worldwide release simultaneously. So if you can't get enough Pokemon, here's some more Pokemon for you, because Pokemon. And now, video of the week. I choose you. We have a three-way tie for the video of the week this week. So we have the 3 videos of the week this week, and the 3 videos of the week this week that all tied with each other. Vampire Rain. I hate the rain. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Nom nom nom. Trials Fusion. Rhino Instincts. All 3 of these have the same views, so they're all the video of the week this week. So watch them all. Or I'll summon Wailord on you. That's it for the news this week. Make sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, like our videos on YouTube, follow us on Tumblr, follow us on Twitter, comment on our videos, share our videos, have some fun, watch our other videos, and just be a generally cool person like I know that you are. Goodbye.